Ask any C# developer why they hate MVVM and they will give you one word: boilerplate. To make single property reactive, you need a private field, a public property, and a string-based notification call. It's 15 lines of code for one variable. But what if I could just write the variable and let the compiler write the rest? Today, we are going to look at source generators in the community toolkit, the feature that finally makes MVVM feel like it belongs in 2025. Take a look at this. To make two simple text boxes work, I have to write all of this. I have to check for changes, manually trigger events, and hope I didn't make any typo in the string. This isn't programming, it's paperwork. Now watch me delete all of this and refactor all of this code by using the community toolkit. And to do that, first things first, I have to go to tools and then go to NuGet Package Manager, manage NuGet packages, and go to browse and search for CommunityToolkit.Mvvm. Select the first option here by .NET Foundation, select your project and click on install. Click on apply and accept and wait for the NuGet package to be installed. Once it is installed, it will appear here. And now you can close this tab and go to your code and make a few changes. The first thing that we are going to do is use our C#12 feature, where I will change this to a file scoped namespace. And to do that, I have to just go to this and click on this and change it to convert to file scope namespace. Doing so, it will limit the scope and you will not have to worry about the curly braces that you had to take care of in the traditional way, where the entire code was set into a curly brace, forcing your classes to be indented from the line 1. So it's a very small change, but it is one of the features that we discussed in our previous videos. Now, the next change that we need to do is, the first step is to make this class partial, because the source generators will not work without that. It will only work with classes that are declared as partial, because the generators create another part of the class in a separate file. So first things first, let's make this partial. And I will also show you what error you will get when I change the class from by removing the partial keyword. So that is first, and then we will have to add some of the libraries over here. One is the CommunityToolkit.Mvvm.component model, and the next one is the input. Next, we will add the properties over here, and the first one is the observable property. So I will declare this property over here. And the next property that I want is the INotifyPropertyChangedFor the full name. So I will copy it and paste it over here. So then I can go ahead and remove this manual property with notification logic, where we have where we do basically the same thing, but it has been reduced to this. And I will show you how this will be handled in a separate file, since we have declared this class as partial. So I will go ahead and remove all of this code, and also for the last name, and the full name is okay over here. I have missed one of the brackets, which I will add, and I will do the same to the other property over here. So that is taken care. Now let's remove all of this spacing. Next, we also don't need to manually add this command implementation, as we are going to omit this relay command entirely and use it as a property on this method over here. So it is not just the properties, and the days where we use this new relay command is long gone now. We can just decorate this method with this relay command property over here, and doing so, we will no longer need this manual command implementation. And I think that is it. Now for the last thing, I don't need this boilerplate event handling methods as well. So I have removed these as well. Now after doing this, one last thing is, since I've removed all of the methods that this interface had, I will go ahead and remove this, and also change it to a observable object instead of the INotifyPropertyChanged, and save this. And now if I build the application, you shouldn't see any errors. So basically the compiler sees all of these attributes and in the background generates the full public property and the notification logic. In this way your code stays clean, but the functionality is all there. So one thing that I wanted to show you is if I remove this and build the application, or I don't even have to build the application, you will see that it will automatically tell you you are missing the partial modifier on the declarations of the type profile view model. Another partial declaration of this type exists, and where this exists I will soon let you know. So first let me add this back, save this, and let's see the source generators and how it automatically creates these properties and commands for us. So how this works. So to look at how it works, first we need to expand this solution explorer over here, and so here under our solution, under dependencies, you have analyzers, and under the analyzers you should see CommunityToolkit.Mvvm source generators. You expand this and then scroll down and you should see observable property generator. You expand this and then you have the project name and the profile view model class that we just modified. You can double click on this and now you should see all of the code that we removed are being taken care in this class, and our original class is now which we declared as partial. So this isn't this is the magic of our source generators. So unlike reflection, which happens at runtime and slows our application down, source generator happened at compile time, and it's like having a junior developer sitting inside your keyboard writing the boring parts of code before the app even runs. So you see this file, I did not write this. The compiler wrote it for me. It generated the public first name, the last name, and the on first name changing hooks and the property change events. It's 100% efficient, zero cost, and saved me from writing 100 lines of boring code. Some of the things that we need to take care of is the case sensitivity. The generators turns first name, or the underscore first name, into first name Pascal case. If you type the private fields wrong, the public property won't exist. If you forget the partial keyword, for example, Visual Studio will give you a warning, which we just saw. While powerful, source generators introduce new considerations into the development workflow. It's important to be aware of these trade-offs. One of is the debugging. The debugging process is different from typical application code. Though tooling has improved, it requires attaching the process to a compiler itself. There is problems with no async and await. The generator execute method is synchronous, requiring workloads like .get awaiter and .get result for async operations like network calls. Then comes the dependencies. So dependencies must be manually included in the project file in a specific verbose way to be bundled correctly. By shifting boilerplate generation from the developer to the compiler, the MVVM toolkit enables a new paradigm. The result is not just better developer experience, but applications that are demonstrably better for the end user. This reduces the code, it makes it smaller and more robust. It improves the performance and also improves the maintainability of the code. The code is much cleaner, more declarative, and easier to reason about. Source generators are the final piece of the productivity puzzle we have been building over the last few weeks. If you haven't watched the videos from my previous weeks, please do check them out. If you aren't using the community toolkit yet, you are working harder, not smarter. In the next video, we are going to take everything, the modern C#, the UNO platform, and the source generators, and build a real-world clean architectural project from scratch. If you won't want to miss it, please stay tuned to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.